Old City of Jerusalem. Jerusalem, a name discussed worldwide, has resurfaced around the world since the United States recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital. The city of Jerusalem is associated with thousands of years of ancient history. The Old City of Jerusalem is a 0.9 square kilometers walled area inside the modern city of Jerusalem. It was part of the city until the establishment of the Jewish settlement of Mishkent Shennami in 1860. The city is considered one of the holiest sites in the world. The name of Jerusalem is very closely and deeply associated with the three religions, home to several religiously important sites. For example, the Dome of the Rock and the Al-Aqsa Mosque is considered important to Muslims, the Temple Mount and the Western Wall to Jews, and the Church of the Holy Sepulcher to Christians. Both Israel and Palestine claim Jerusalem as their capital, resulting in fighting for years for control of the city and some of its settlements. Researchers claim that people have lived here since the ancient Bronze Age, back to 3500 BC. In 1000 BC, King David I conquered Jerusalem and declared it his capital. His son Solomon built the first holy shrine here 40 years later. The Babylonians later occupied Jerusalem in 56 BC. They destroyed those temples and sent the Jews into exile. 50 years later, King Cyrus of Persia allowed the Jews to return to Jerusalem and rebuild the temple. In 332 BCE, Alexander the Great took control of Jerusalem. For the next few hundred years, various groups, Romans, Persians, Arabs, Fatimids, Seljuks, Turks, Crusaders, Egyptians, Mamluks, and Muslims, controlled the city. Jerusalem is the most important city for Christians. Jesus Christ came here as a child. He preached here as an adult and was crucified and reincarnated by God at the end of his life. Jerusalem is also the Holy Land of Moses, the founder of the Jew religion, which is important to the Jews. The first Jewish temple was located in this city. During this long period, several great religious events took place in the history of Jerusalem. For example, in 37 AD, King Herod built a second temple there and erected walls around it. The Romans destroyed it in 70 AD. In 632 AD, the prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, ascended heaven from Jerusalem. Temple Mount is the focal point of the conflict over Jerusalem. It is located on 35 acres of land. There are some religious sites such as the Western Wall, the Dome of the Rock, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque. In Judaism, it is the place where the first and second temples were built, including the first centers of learning for the Jewish people. After Mecca and Medina, the Al-Aqsa Mosque is considered to be the holiest place by Muslims. Christians also consider Jerusalem to be very important in the place of their faith. The conflict between Israel and Palestine is ongoing. The Palestinians could not accept the establishment of the State of Israel by expelling most Palestinians from their territory. Jewish law forbids Jews from praying on the Temple Mount. Even then, the Israeli army routinely allowed hundreds of Jews to enter Temple Mount. That's why the Palestinians think that Israel will have more influence in this place. Recently, some Israeli groups are planning to build a third Jewish temple on the Temple Mount. That decision has caused concern for Palestinians living in the area. In 1960, Jerusalem was declared the capital of Israel, but the international community did not recognize their decision. The city of Jerusalem has a long history. Jerusalem has been attacked 52 times so far. There have been 44 blockades, seizures, and recaptures. It has been besieged 23 times and destroyed twice. The world's oldest city is steeped in religious, historical, and political forces. Time will tell what else to look forward to centering on Jerusalem.